Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 70, Indy.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Jet bomber.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Philadelphia. That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox right. Ready.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try to left side. It's Gross. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, fellas. Ready?
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Topper, now.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Let's go.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready? 94.
Now they try the right side here. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, was
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Buccaneers nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Push him back.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Gross. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go. 70, Indy. And ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
59. Mike 59.
Look at me. Go, Mike.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Rock it. Bravo.
They'll try the left side. It's Gross. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Looking to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now they try the right side here. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Here's 2nd and 8. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set 50, plant.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on. Check 99.
Hey, Sam off.
Now a give, right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 11. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Let's go, baby.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
60 Pittsburgh. Christian Travis.
2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Got it.
Get long day for you. Shit. Check three.
They'll run on 1st down. Gross. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And some room to roam now. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 99 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Topper!
Let's get off the field, D.
On 1st down, it's Gross. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 26-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check curls, check curls, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Gross. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We go. 18 Gator.
Second and 13. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Ready?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a give right side. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On the double.
Check, 59, 59. It's a party now. It's a party now. 25, check 25.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great effort there. 85 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Second and 3. And that's going to be incomplete.
The second down pass. Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down. And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
80 weapons. Go, go.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey, wahoo. Fight.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
45.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, tight.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now back to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Deep grip.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Next to score, Eagles 26, Buccaneers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Double dog. That's the way. Check 13. Check.
Hey, Echo.
Shoot.
Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Hit it.
Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the...
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second. Faster, you've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now again, right side. It's Gross. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, set.
Check 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. You gonna take. You got to.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Here we go. 30 base.
Stay with your man.
Fire.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 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 hey.
They'll try the left side. Gross. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gross. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a rare misstep as they'll